Hey, Dogs fans. I'm here with Bob and Jamie McGinn. We've been getting a bunch of questions over the last day or two since the announcement. So we thought it might be a good idea to hop on a Zoom call and try and get a few of those answered so you can hear it right from ownership's mouth. So to start off, Bob, Jamie, how are you guys doing?
We're surviving. It's tough with the COVID going on. We're up here in Canada. As you know, the borders are still closed between Canada and the US, but very fortunate that 2020 hasn't been all that bad for the McGinn family, as Jamie has a newborn son, and Ty just has a newborn son as a few days ago. So we're pretty excited to be grandparents.
Very nice.
Yeah, trying to get my sleep when I can. It's definitely life-changing, but he's been a lot of fun and proud new uncle as well. So it's good times around here. Weather's changing, getting cold, but we're busy with a couple other distractions.
Yeah. How much sleep are you getting tonight?
I'm doing a little bit better than my wife. I didn't hear him scream in the middle of the night, but I'm getting 7-8 hours or whatever, and then I'm up early with him in the morning. But she seems to be up every couple hours. He's a hungry little man, and he's growing fast. So
very good. Another hockey player, right?
Golfer.
Actually, you know what? Probably a better idea. So we'll jump right into it. I guess we'll start with Bob. I'm going to start with you. So obviously, you and I talk a whole bunch leading up to it. But when you realized that this was not only a potential outcome, but was going to happen, what goes through your mind, and how were you processing that?
Well, it's a long duration. It wasn't just hitting me head on. The culmination was at the governor's meeting that it was final, fait accompli, that it was done. But you're hoping that things will change over the summertime. You're hoping things will get better. You want to play hockey. To answer your question, it's first and foremost, we have to make sure that this franchise is going to be around for 2, 3, 10 years from now. And that's the game plan right from day one. You as president, Mickey, and all our owners and the local owners, we're all on the same page. If we played this year with 700-800 fans, how many we could put in there, that would seriously jeopardize our franchise going forward. So we have to do the right thing from a safety point of view, and also literally a logistics point of view, and making sure that we do have this franchise moving forward for the next long foreseeable future. So tough decision, tough day, but I think you worded it well on one of your interviews. This is a COVID problem. It's not a hockey problem. It's not a franchise problem. It's a COVID problem, and we just have to deal with it.
Sure. And then Jamie, I'll switch over to you. Obviously, you've just recently retired from your playing career. You spent some time out in Roanoke last year. You started to inch your way into being more involved in the team as you navigate your post-playing career. What's it been like to be able to start dipping your toe in, on the activities of the team, and then have it come to at least take a pause for the year while we wait for the 21-22 season? Yeah,
I enjoyed last year. It was different not playing hockey every day, but I'm still interested in the sport. I wanted to learn the business side of things. I've sat down a lot with you when I was in Roanoke to learn the ins and outs of the business side. And then also, working with Dan was a lot of fun, and just getting to meet the players and just everyone that's involved in the day-to-day thing in the organization. So that was a great experience for me. I've learned a lot through this COVID process with my dad and you, Mickey. We want to tell everyone that we wanted to play. We were even trying to play with, 2,000 fans, and we were still going to lose money. So just at the numbers that we can allow in the building right now, it just doesn't make sense. But we're trying to do everything. This is the best decision for us. And, we just want to say we will be back next year strong, and we can't wait. We just got to get through this process right now.
Yeah, well, you kind of led into it. And that's the big question in the office that we've been getting over and over again. I know I've done several interviews over the last several hours, and that's been the question that's popped up with everybody that I've talked to. But I'll go ahead and ask you guys, directly, maybe start with you, Bob. Are the Dogs going to be here in 21-22 season?
Of course, and beyond that, there's never been any question. As you know, Mickey, we have four full-time employees, including our coach Dan, and we will continue to have 4 full-time employees under your watch, of course, Mickey. So anybody at any time can call the office and they will get a live voice. Whether it's Andrew, Alexandra, Dan will be in the office, or yourself. We're going to keep our staff going. You're going to be busy. We're going to be in the community. I'm sure Diesel will be around. Obviously we're going to be selling tickets in a few months for the 21-22 season. So it's a hiccup. It's tough. It's frustrating. We all want to play hockey. I just wanted to say, also that the Dogs aren't just about professional hockey in Roanoke. We are a community. We want to be a community leader. We are huge at the Lancer lot. As you know, Breakaway Sports and Entertainment is part owner. We've put a lot of money into that. We put a lot of money into the Junior Dogs organization to get the young kids to play hockey. We think that's so important. We will continue that. We will continue to be part of the community for the next year until we can get playing and dropping the puck next October. So we're going to be around. You guys are all going to be there, and it's just keep moving forward. Unfortunately, we're not going to be dropping the puck.
Sure. And that's, I reiterated that yesterday, and, that's something we've been talking about for a long time, how firm a footing that this organization is on. Thank you to the McGinn family, the local owners. You guys have certainly stepped up, and I know we've gotten a lot of feedback the last couple of days of fans being very appreciative, et cetera. And, I think you kind of, both of you guys have alluded to it. We're just excited to get back out there and start playing again, sooner rather than later.
Sure.
We'll jump around a little bit here. And this is maybe a little bit off the Rail Yard Dawgs topic, but Jamie, speaking as a former player, what do you expect the impact? I know you've dealt with some injuries in your career, and maybe that's a little bit similar to what's going on here. But how does a player process, basically finding out that your season may not be happening the way that you thought it was, or that the town that you thought you were playing in, you're not going to be playing in now?
I think it's a big wake-up call. It's guys rely on their jobs, just like anyone. You've been training and working hard to go to a team that you've signed with. And you want to play hockey, and you want to better yourself, and you want to make money and have fun. So it's definitely a wake-up call, and it's got to be tough because we're not the only ones in this situation that we're not playing hockey. There's lots of teams in the East Coast League. I don't know if the AHL knows what they're doing yet, and the NHL has been pushed to January 1st as a target date to start. So it's just going to be a trickle-down effect where it's affecting everyone. The best thing to do is just be smart and be safe and do your part, and continue to train as a player and just wait for your opportunity. Everything is going to get back to normal, and you have to be ready when that time comes.
Sure. One question that we've gotten, a lot of our fans have seen some of the higher leagues return to play. Obviously, the NHL was very successful with their bubble season. The NBA seems to be doing well with their bubble season. And obviously the NFL and MLB have had they're not in a bubble. They've had a couple of hiccups, but they've been able to play. At least we've had a number of people ask us, why we didn't go that route. Bob, would you care to speak as to what the difference is and why we would be not able to go where the NHL, MLB, NFL, and NBA are?
Sure. It's a simple one-word answer: money. That's all. It all to get everybody all together and to quarantine, that costs a lot of money. As everybody knows, we're a gate-driven business, and if we can't have 3,000, 3,500 fans to our home games, there's just no way we can survive. So to put everybody in one location, hotels, the whole cost of all that, it'd just be next to impossible. So that was I'm guessing a 30-second conversation in our governor's meetings on talking about that. And it was just a no-go. No one could afford that. No one was prepared for that. This is the right thing to do, is just for us to opt out and get ready for next season.
I can add in there, it's TV deals. They're all on TV and we're watching them every night on TV. No, the SPHL is not on TV. The NFL has massive contracts through their TV deal. So they're able to do this bubble life because they have a lot of money coming in through the TV. And like my dad said, we're gate driven and you just can't do that in a bubble.
Yeah, I was going to say that most of those, just to give some somewhat specific numbers on it, the majority of those higher level leagues are about 50-50 on their revenues between TV sponsorships and live events, whereas a team like ours can run anywhere from 80% to 90% just literally game related revenue. So without being able to have fans in the stands, it really cuts our legs out from under us. So and I'll throw this up to both of you guys, because this probably can be answered from a player standpoint and a business standpoint. But the question is why with the season starting or hoping to start mid-December, why is it that we decided in October to pull the plug rather than waiting till December 12th?
I think, Mickey, you could probably answer that better than Jamie or I, but there's certainly a lot of logistics going on in getting apartments and buses and schedules and selling tickets and corporate partnerships and getting players all together. And that takes time. So there's no way that you can say, December 1st, okay, it's a go, and December 15th, we're going to start playing. So
I do want to thank, I want to thank our partner teams in the league. This unfortunately really was the drop dead day we pushed it as far back as possible. But like Bob said, it's having a season is not as easy as flipping a light switch on and off. A lot of planning, a lot of contracts that are guaranteed need to be signed, 2-3 months out. So unfortunately, we were at the point that we did have to make the decision. And I think Jamie kind of alluded to it earlier when he said, these guys rely on this is their vocation, et cetera. It's not even right to bring players along until the 11th hour and say, surprise, this isn't happening. So definitely a difficult decision, but one that was pushed off till the very last minute until it needed to be made. So like I said, what is our staff going to do over the next 12 months?
That's a good question. Listen, the reality is that in February, we start selling season tickets. We start talking to our corporate partners. That isn't a light switch, as Mickey alluded to, with the players and so forth. So we have to start putting in season ticket packages, promos, all that good stuff. So I figure probably in the next month or two, our staff is going to start working on that. What are our promotion nights going to look like? That's a lot of work. It's amazing. It really opened my eyes first couple of years when you guys were working at it. We probably have 20, 22, 24 promotion nights, and those just don't happen. And putting in all the packages for all the season tickets, putting in all the packages for the corporate partner programs, and then getting out and selling them starting in February. So the reality is there really isn't that much time for us to lick our wounds about the decision we just had to make. It's back to business. So there's a lot of work. I figure Mickey and our staff are going to be 4 to 6 weeks cleaning up the loose ends from this year, and then we're going to go right into 21-22 programs. So how close am I there, Mickey?
You're not
in the community too, being seen and helping out and doing charitable work. So that's something you can add to the list that my dad had the big long list. They're going to be seen so people know we're going to be around and coming back for next year. I think that's really important to show face in the community and just be a big part, like we said, since day one. So I think the staff and the players have done a great job, and we're going to continue to do that even if we're not playing this year.
Yeah. So, but to be honest, the correct answer lies somewhere in between both of yours. The reality is that in a normal season, we really do start planning for the next year around December. So for the next season, you know, our planning process is probably only about 5 or 6 weeks away anyway. And normally we have to start that planning process while the season is going on. So we won't have that added stress of it. So we'll be working on that. Dan will still be, I'm sure, watching a lot of video. Certainly keeping in contact with players that are not playing, et cetera. And then I'll give you guys each just one last chance. Anything that we've missed or that you want to say to fans, partners, et cetera, have at it. And Jamie, I'll let you go first because your dad's been talking first.
No, I just want to thank everyone. The first 4 seasons have been awesome and everything, and this is the toughest decision we've had to make, but we think it's the right one. We will be back next year and for many years to come. We appreciate the support. You know, all the partners, all the season ticket holders, all the fans that just come to 1 or 2 games. You know, everyone's important, and we really appreciate it. And we can't wait to get through this thing and back on the ice next year. So we're really looking forward to it. We're going to work hard on our end and just be safe out there and take care of yourselves.
I agree. Jamie said it very, very well. A tip of the hat to our staff. Mickey, thank you for what you do, and Alexandra and Andrew and Dan. I know this was kind of tough on everybody, but we do appreciate what you're doing. I know our fans appreciate what you're doing. But again, at the end of the day, as Jamie said it, thank you to one and all. We do appreciate your support, and please stay safe, and we will be seeing you guys real soon.
Perfect. Well, everybody, thank you for tuning in. I hope this kind of addressed some of the questions that you guys have had. Like I said, I wanted to make sure that you heard it from the 3 of us. I know we all can't be together, so this is kind of the next best thing. Thank you guys both for being with us and for helping keep hockey alive in Roanoke. You know, it's this certainly is a team effort. So thank you very much. Okay.